Well, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. Going to dive right into a time of worship and devotion together this morning. We're going to be looking at John 15, where Jesus talks about him being the true vine and us being the branches. And so Jesus is telling his disciples here, John 15, starting in verse 1, he says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He removes every branch in me that bears no fruit. Every branch that bears fruit, he prunes to make it bear more fruit. You have already been cleansed by the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me," in Jesus, "as I abide in you." As he lives within us, he calls us to live in him. Just as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who abide in me and I in them bear much fruit, because apart from me you can do nothing. Whoever does not abide in me is thrown away like a branch and withers. Such branches are gathered, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask for whatever you wish and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified by this, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. I have said these things to you so that my joy may be complete in you, or that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. It's such an amazing thought. The Savior of our souls, the Creator of the universe, the firstborn over all creation, desires for us to have a relationship with him, to call us friends. It says in verse 15, "I do not call you servants any longer, because the servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father." Jesus longs for us to have a relationship with him, to abide in him, to worship him. That is our chief goal. That is our chief calling as believers, is to abide in Jesus. And as we do so, then to bear much fruit for the kingdom, fruit that is drawing hearts, that is saving, that is bringing others to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ as we go and make disciples. That's what it's all about. We get so caught up in the things of this world, the distractions, I've talked about this before, even the things in church that so many times can come in the way of fulfilling our calling as Christians, to abide in him and to bear much fruit, to love God and to love people, the greatest commandments. And so we come before him in moments like this in just worship, bowing before our Savior and saying, I know that you want a relationship with me, and I get so distracted by all the things, but I just want to come before you in worship, lay my heart before you, remember who you are, remember what you've done for me, and just worship. And so in Psalm 57, it says, "My heart is steadfast, O God, my heart is steadfast, so I will sing and make melody. Awake my soul, awake, O harp and lyre, I will awake the dawn. I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the peoples. I will sing praises to you among the nations, for your steadfast love is as high as the heavens, your faithfulness extends to the clouds. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth." That's our desire. We just lay it before him this morning as we worship. Let's sing this together.
Lord, I long to bring an offering, but I don't know where to start. And all I have is on the table. I won't hold back a single part. He deserves it all. Sometimes I cannot find the language. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words. But I just want to give you something,
No distractions.
to let you know that you're still first. Lift him up today. And I
prayer today. Life is full of many seasons. Yes, it is. I felt a shadow in the sun, but through the feast, through the famine, this is my song in everyone, and I worship you. Yes, I worship you. Yes, I do. You're the one I love. You're the one I choose, and I worship you. We just make this our prayer today. If all you've ever wanted was my heart, then here it is. Come on, we sing it. If all you ever wanted was my heart, here it is. I lay it all on the altar. Come on, sing it. If all you ever wanted was my heart, then here it is. I lay it all on the altar. That's all we have to offer today. If all you ever wanted was my heart, then here it is. I lay it all on the altar, and I worship you. Oh, yes, I do. And I worship you. You alone, God. You're the one I love. You're the one I choose, and I worship you. Come on. You're the one I love. You're the one I choose, and I worship you. God desires a relationship with us. He just wants our hearts fully surrendered, fully committed, fully chasing after Him. So let this be our prayer today as we sing it out. If all you ever wanted was my heart, then here it is. I lay it all on the altar. If all you ever wanted was my heart, then here it is. I lay it all on the altar. And I love you. All of my hope is in you, Jesus Christ. Take my life, take all of me. That's our prayer today. And I love you. All of my hope is in you. No one else. Jesus Christ, take my life, take all of me. Jesus calls us to remain in Him. He is the vine, we are the branches, and if we're in Him, we will bear much fruit. We stay connected to the source of life, of salvation, of hope, of forgiveness, and then we lead others to do the same. We share the hope that's within us, the fruit, the life, the wellspring of joy and hope and salvation that is flowing within us as we remain in Jesus. We share that with the world around us, and we bear much fruit, and we lead others as we grow and we share to bear fruit as they come into salvation and to knowledge of Jesus Christ. And it just multiplies and grows from there as we build the kingdom, as we grow the kingdom, as we do the things, live the lives that Jesus has called us to live, being his disciples. But it first starts with us staying connected to the source, not striving to do it on our own, but knowing that he is God and staying connected to him, our source of life, our source of hope, our source of forgiveness. We lay our hearts before him and just worship him. I pray that you will join us this Sunday as we do that again as a corporate body of believers joining together to lift up songs, hymns, spiritual songs, to edify the church, to build up the body of believers that are gathered together, to be filled with the Spirit, as Paul says in Ephesians 5.